Greetings, YouTube. This is Daywalker 225 XXXX, and as usual, like I said, whenever I decide I want to rant about a particular topic and or person, I'm gonna say that up front so nobody gets confused. And the person I want to discuss today is Aunt Ruckus. I was recently forwarded some of the things that she said and some of the videos that she actually went through and posted up here on YouTube, and I was looking at them, and the overall feeling that I got was one of her genuinely having a sour taste in her mouth for black men in general. And she went off on a couple of people. She went off on Angel Snup Nup 7 and a few other people too. And it's my opinion that she genuinely has no sympathy for black people. I mean, and the thing that kills me about that is she's black, or at least she claims to be. Actually, she's kind of a horse-faced looking chick. I mean, she's not the kind of female that I would personally talk to. But the whole thing is that if you don't like black people, then why associate with them at all? Why even have them in your conversation? Why even have anything to say about them? You, by your own admission, are a racist type person. And excuse me, I'm in the process of cleaning my guns too. I'll just go on ahead and do this while I talk. But the thing is that you want to talk all of this yang about how bad these black men are, and how fucked up we are, and this that, but you fail to make mention of the things that these white people do. And personally, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I don't really care. But if you want to sit up here and kiss white people's asses, just to get along with them, that's your business. I don't give a fuck one way or the other. I don't care. That's entirely up to you. But for you to sit up here and disparage black men because you personally have an issue with them, or they probably didn't want to talk to you or get with you or deal with you, that's your personal shit, and you need to leave it the fuck out of here. Who the fuck is you? Because as far as I'm concerned, the first time I saw you, I was at a loss as to whether or not a motherfucker needed to put a saddle on your horse-face looking ass and ride you around the track like Seattle Slew, or fucking give you a bucket of oats and a carrot, bitch. I mean, damn. What the fuck? And then what the fuck is that mole on your face? What the fuck is that shit? I was almost tempted to give a fucking rat 25 cents and send your ass downtown and have him gnaw that shit off of your fucking face. I mean, damn. It is what it is. You can be mad at me all you want. I don't really give a flying fuck one way or the other. But the thing is that, for you to sit up here and be mad at all black men and, just talk shit, and then you talked about Angel. And Angel Snup Nup 7 is a friend of mine. Well, as much of a friend on YouTube as you can have, and I can personally say that he doesn't come at anybody for any reason, unless you come to him first. And I already know that you came at him in a fucked up kind of a manner, because it just ain't in him to fucking go after somebody for the hell of it. He just doesn't do it. So that let me know right then and there that you was on bullshit, and you still on bullshit. Yeah, I'm finna put the rest of this cig back together. But the thing is that you also want to sit here and talk this fucking shit you know. And it's like, motherfuckers don't give a shit one way or the other, or at least ways I don't, you know. But with you coming on here talking this fucking bullshit, you know, motherfuckers are sitting there thinking to themselves that, you know, what you're saying is, you know, worth being listened to, and it isn't really, you know, at least not in my opinion it isn't, you know. So why is it you feel the need to come off and you know, talk to people the way you do? You know, you don't want anybody to talk like that about white people, but yet and still it's cool and it's all great for you to talk like that about black people. What's up with that? You know, I mean, that's the way I see the shit anyway. You know, it all boils down to, you know, you deal with people the way you want them to deal with you back. And I've noticed that you're the kind of inflammatory fucking bitch that just loves to keep up foolishness and stupidity and shit. And if you want to do that, you know, that's fine, well and good, and you're well within your rights to do so. But people see you for what the fuck you are, you know, or at least ways I do. You know, you're not fooling me. Yeah. So you can just end that shit. The other thing is I also wanted to fucking make mention of the fact that, you know, by you sitting there and kissing these fucking white people's asses, that, you know, you really make yourself look stupid, because those same people that whose ass you're trying to kiss don't give a flying fuck about you. As a matter of fact, they just as soon watch your black ass fucking rot as they would fucking, you know, kill a rat or a roach or any kind of vermin in their house. They don't give a fuck about you. Or at least in my experiences, they don't. You know, the simple fact that you thinking that these people give a shit about you is fucking ludicrous in itself, in and of itself anyway. You know, white people do not generally care about you. As is evidenced by history. You know, if you go by history itself, it doesn't take a rocket scientist or a Rhodes Scholar to figure out, just based on historical fact, that, damn, you know, white people don't necessarily have your best interests at heart. So take that for what it's worth. And you also take it for what it's worth that these men ain't gonna give, those men and those women ain't gonna necessarily give a fuck about you. And if it came down to whether or not it was a black man or whether or not it was a white woman that they'd go to bat for, you can bet your sweet ass that they don't give a fuck about you, and you'd be the first person they'd hang out to dry if given a choice. So, I mean, that's what it is. I don't personally advocate racism. I'm not a racist. I've never been a racist. I was in the military for years and years. I've worked with white people, black people, Hispanic people, you know, Asian people, all kinds of people. I was in the military for years and years. And as I said before, I get along with everyone equally. You know, granted, some people I don't necessarily care for, you know, and as a matter of personal preference, I don't necessarily like the way that they are, but I'm not going to treat them any differently based on that fact. You know, just because I don't necessarily like the way you are, it doesn't mean that I'm going to treat you differently. You know, like I've told plenty of people before, I ain't gotta like this motherfucker to work with him. I can work with you, I just don't like your ass. You know, so it is what it is. You know, but I'm not gonna kiss a motherfucker's ass to get along with him, whether he's white, black, green, or puce. It don't make a shit to me. If I don't fucking like you, I don't like you. I ain't gotta like your ass to fucking work with you and be around you. You know, some people figure that, I guess, everybody has to fucking sit around a campfire and sing Kumbaya and shit, and that ain't the way it is with me, or at least it's not the way it works with me, you know. But I can see bullshit for what it is, and I know bullshit when I see it. I'm well aware of the fact of it when I'm in its presence. Well, that's my take on Aunt Ruckus. Everyone, please feel free to make your comments and say whatever it is you want. And as always, you know, this is Daywalker 225XXXX. I'm getting ready to sign out. Peace, YouTube. Thanks for listening.